guys, good morning. I just wanted to do a quick video update this morning, and I wanted to answer a question that I get. And the question that I get is, how do you make serious money in your home-based business? Because that's why most people start, get involved in a home-based business, is they want to make serious money. They want to make life-changing money. There's some people that they're just looking for, hey, I want an extra, couple $100 a month or whatever it is, and that's great. Obviously I support that 100%. Everybody has their own goals. But a lot of people, they look at it and they want life-changing money, what I call serious money, which is money that it literally, it replaces their primary source of income and it frees up the vast majority of their time. And that's what I call serious money. And the question is, how do you do that? How do you generate that in a home-based business? And my answer is, as simple as it may sound, you have to take your business seriously. If you want to earn serious money, you have to take your business seriously. And how do you do that? It's not really complicated. It's actually all simple stuff. It's all simple stuff. It's not very hard to do, but you have to be aware that it needs to be done and then focus on doing it. Taking your business seriously starts as simple as knowing where the important things are, having a place for your hot prospects, your hot leads, new people that you're going to be talking to. You should have, whether you're keeping them on your computer or whether it's stored in a manila envelope, doesn't matter, some place that you know exactly where that information is, that you're never looking for. You go, oh, where did I put the leads? It shouldn't be on Post-it notes scattered all over the place. Okay, it shouldn't just be on a little pad of paper that I answered it. Where did I put that lead? Because they're all scattered on different notes all over the place. That's no good. That's not going to work for you. If you're wasting time searching for stuff, you want it all in one place where muscle memory, you just grab exactly what you need because you know exactly where it's at. Hey, this is where I keep my leads at. Boom. That's the place for it. I personally believe that if you don't have a place for something, then it's not a priority. Straightforward as that. If you haven't dedicated a spot in your house for something, it means it's probably not a priority for you. And if your business is not a priority for you, then that means it's probably not going to succeed anywhere near as fast as you really want it to, because you have to make it a priority. Also, in being organized, you want to actually have some information. You don't just want to have a name and a phone number. You want to know when that lead came in. You want to know when that lead arrived. You want to know what that lead wants, what they're interested in. When you talk to them, you want to keep notes. You want to say, okay, they were nervous about this the first time I talked to them, or anxious about that, or what they were excited about. You want to keep notes on what had them motivated. Whenever you do follow-up calls, you want to talk to people about what's important to them. And how are you going to do that if you don't keep notes on each individual people? Because if you're a National Wealth Center, you've got so many sources of leads coming in. You've got new people coming in every day that you're talking to, either by email or on the phone or texting or however you're keeping in touch with them. You've got to be organized and you've got to have notes on each individual person so that you know what was important to them and you can speak to them about that. So you want to have notes on that. You want to know when each time that you contact them was, so you can be relatively consistent. You want to know when your scheduled next time to contact them is, to another follow-up. If they didn't close, if they're still thinking about it, they haven't said yes or no, then you want to set up a follow-up appointment. Hey, can I call you again in 3 days? Can I call, go back and check the website on this, or think about that, or whatever it is, and let me get in contact with you again in 72 hours. And then mark that on your notes. Have that in there so you can have a systematic way of going through your hot prospects. Very important. Something else for taking your business seriously is having a budget. Two kinds of budgets. You need a time budget and you need a financial budget. Financial budget is you probably want to make some sacrifices in your home budget. If you want to expand your reach so that you can grow your business faster, you probably want to look at your home-based budget and say, oh, okay, what am I doing in my regular life that I don't absolutely need to do, that I can cut out or that I can do less of, and repurpose that money towards more leads, towards another phone broadcast, towards a solo ad co-op, towards postcards, towards whatever it is that you're doing. And there's plenty of free ways to generate leads too. Okay, and there's Craigslist and there's Facebook and there's plenty of free ways to get leads, but there's also massive ways to get leads with just a little extra money that you put on the table, and you do what's right for you. But if you can free up some money in your home budget, whether it's $50 or $500, it doesn't matter. You do what's right for you, what you can do, but you want to know what that is. You want to create a budget for your business so you can methodically work forward and see what's going on. You also want to track those campaigns. You want to say, okay, when I sent out so many postcards, how many positive, how many positive website hits did I get? How many leads did I generate out of that? With my solo ad campaigns, how many leads did I get and how many converted into sales? You want to keep track of that stuff so you know better how to spend your money in the future. Say, okay, I get better results with this, so I'm going to keep doing that. Okay, or you run a campaign for a while and it just doesn't seem to be working. Well, start making some changes. Track those changes that you made. Okay, I made this. I used different wording on my postcards, and so start tracking when that happened. Track those kind of things. Again, these are things that don't take time. It takes you 10 seconds to write the stuff down. Okay, and then keep it in one location. That kind of knowledge is invaluable for getting ahead in your home-based business because you're systematic in your approach and you're more methodical about it. You're going to get more consistent results. Consistent action is going to get you consistent results, and it's very hard to get consistent action if you don't have a budget to work with that you can work with, and the other part is the time. You want to have, I personally break my time up into two kinds. I have housekeeping time and I have premium time. Housekeeping time is just background tasks. It's, okay, I'm going to check my Facebook, I'm going to add my new friends because I'm constantly growing the people, friends. Every time I post something, more people see it. Updating my blog, things like that aren't direct person-to-person contact. Person-to-person contact is your premium time. Premium time is probably later in the evening. That's when you're going to call somebody. Unless somebody scheduled you to call them at 7 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning, that's not when you're going to call somebody. So that's going to be your housekeeping time. That's when you're going to update your Facebook. That's when you're going to do your video blogs if you do those kind of things. Anything like that, checking down your lead list and stuff, say, okay, who do I need to, and scheduling when you're next going to call them. Do all that on housekeeping time. For me, early in the morning, but whenever is for you, whenever that works for you. And then premium time is when you're scheduled to actually work with leads, to actually work with people. That's usually, again, later in the evening, unless someone specifically schedules you for otherwise. Have those time budgets set aside when you know when you're going to do those. Now, it doesn't have to be every day. Again, this is your business. You run it your way. Maybe it's just on Tuesdays and Thursdays is the only time you can do it. If that's when you can do it, that's when you do it. But schedule it so that you know, so that time is dedicated for that purpose, and so that you will follow through, because it's very important. These are just some of the simple things that you can do to take your business seriously. And when you take your business seriously, that's when you start earning serious money, because you're going to be taking consistent actions, because you've made it a priority, and because you can do it after a while. At first, it's uncomfortable, but after a while, it becomes like muscle memory to you. It becomes easy, it just becomes automatic, just part of your daily routine. Daily routine is I check my leads, and I schedule when I'm going to do my phone calls, and I check my Facebook, and I work on my video blog or whatever it is. These are just boom, 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 things that I do. It's just a part of my everyday experience. And when you get to that point, and you've worked your business into your lifestyle, and you enjoy doing it, and you're not lost or confused because you've got everything set up systematically, and it takes a little while. But once you get everything set up systematically, your business actually becomes effortless. I mean, it's like brushing your teeth. You just do the stuff. It becomes automatic. And one thing I learned from, and I'm going to wrap it up pretty quick here, but one thing I learned, there's a book, and I can't remember the author, I apologize, but it's called The Automatic Millionaire. It's a great book, and you should read it. And it's all about this couple who, even though they had just a regular, 9-to-5 jobs and whatnot, they set themselves up so that they automatically had their bills paid. They automatically put so much money into the bank each month, and into, 401ks or whatever it is that they did. And by the time they were 40 or so, they were totally debt-free and they could retire. And the book's called The Automatic Millionaire. And I took that lesson from that, but I also took the lesson from the more things in your life that you can make that happen automatically, that you just do without thinking, the more successful you will be, because the more likely you are to follow through on it. So in the specific sense of that book, it's great advice. And again, I highly recommend you getting the book and reading it. But also in a broader term, I still apply that same philosophy to every other area of my life that's important to me. If it's important to me, I find a way to make as much of it as I can automated, so that I don't even have to think about it. It just happens automatically. I just do it. And the more you can do that, again, the more power you're putting behind your business, and the more serious you're taking it, and that's when the serious money rolls in. So I don't want to take up any more of your time, and I'm almost at my destination anyway, but I hope that this has been some good information for you. I hope you got some good golden nuggets out of this. Think about it. If you're on my team, or if you're just looking at coming into the business, or if you're onto a business someplace else, that's fine, wherever it is. Think about how you can take your business more seriously, the things that you can do that will add some real power to your business. And I'm sure I'll be talking again to you soon. So take care, and I wish you all the best and success.